1,500 pastors leave the ministry each month due to moral failure, spiritual burnout, or contention in their churches. 80% of pastors and 84% of their spouses feel unqualified and discouraged in their role. 50% are so discouraged that they would leave the ministry if they could, but they have no other way of making a living. So what's going on in the pastor's world is not the only thing that's going on. They're not the only ones dealing with this. You do as well. You wonder, is it all worth it? And the answer, no. Ministry is not worth the cost, has steadily been increasing in America. In a Christianity Today article that's entitled Top Reasons Young People Drop Out of Church, that was written in 2019, it says it's not that most people reject the church. For the most part, they simply lose track of the church and stop seeing it as important to their life. In other words, it's not worth it. There's a new word and a new category to describe Christians who have walked away from the faith, who have said that Christianity is simply not worth it to them anymore. They are called the deconverted. And the popular thing to do now is to share your deconversion story on YouTube about why Christianity just doesn't matter to you anymore. We would say that the deconverted person was never really a believer in the first place, but they are saying that it just doesn't matter. But all of this highlights a problem within the church: burnout, giving up, ministry depression. These are as real as they get. Elijah suffered from it, and so did John the Baptist, and so did the Apostle Paul at times. And Paul is writing in the book of 1 Corinthians to people who are wondering about what's next. They've seen loved ones pass away, and they want to know, is there anything after death? Is living the Christian life and all that it costs, is it worth it? So Paul writes at the very end, and this comes from the Holy Spirit, and it thunders over us: be steadfast, be immovable, always abound in the work of the Lord, because you know that your work for Him is not in vain. When you pray today, please remember Rana Costa El Haj and her family, our missionaries in Lebanon. And also remember the Chechewa Life Word broadcast that's heard in Zambia and Malawi.